Don't shoot the messenger. It is. It's the week before Mercury retrograde. I'm Judy Vitale. This is your weekly horoscopes at work from readthestars.com and empowermentcoachjudy.com. And yeah, it's time to prepare. Mercury will be going retrograde Sunday, December the 3rd. And so we have to prepare during this week. This is the rest of the forecast is for the week of November 27th through December 3rd. So here we go. That certainly is big news. We all know, most of us, that when Mercury goes into retrograde, we have to be careful about our electronics and our cars and things not going right. And just you really have to take extra precautions. Bring extra batteries with you. Have backup plans if one car doesn't work, maybe an alternate, some other way of getting to where you're going. But at any rate, Mercury goes retrograde whether we want it to or not. And it's going to be staying there. Let's see, I forget exactly when it comes out, so let me look. It is going to be there just until the 23rd. So right before the huge holidays. And, this means we have a lot of traffic jams, travel issues, all that kind of stuff. And also contracts, agreements, things that you're beginning. Not a good time to begin things. If you do have to sign a contract or anything of that nature, please look at the fine print. So, I had to tell you, all right? And let's just go through the rest of the week now. We have Venus moving into Sagittarius, and that's happening on Friday at about 4 a.m. or so. And, this is a nice kind of lilt to our ways of expressing ourselves, especially around, the celebrations that are starting to pop up everywhere that we go. And the other thing that we have is Mars opposite Uranus, and that's happening at 5:04 a.m. on Friday. So you want to be careful on that day. So you're going to be feeling exuberant. Mercury is about to go retrograde, and Mars is opposite Uranus. There's just a lot of nervous energy on Friday, so look out for that day. We also have a full moon on Sunday, just to throw in a little bit more tension and excitement. That occurs fully, pardon the pun, at 10:47 a.m. on Sunday. So Saturday, again, you're going to have that tension. And then on top of that, we have Jupiter trine Neptune, something that doesn't happen all that often. It's a rather significant kind of configuration. It's about making our dreams come true and feeling like all of our dreams are possible. It's also kind of a warning not to take things too seriously right now, that some things may not turn out as well as they seem that they're going to at this point in time. Now, getting back to life, let's go back to day by day here. Monday, we've got the moon in Pisces, be a nice little dreamy day, kind of coming back from the Thanksgiving stuff. We'll have it moon not only conjunct Neptune, but with an occultation, meaning that they're together both in terms of where they are in the zodiac and in latitude. So there's a real lineup between the moon and Neptune. So we're really feeling that desire to find out what lies beyond the ordinary world. Be careful around alcohol and anything else that you might imbibe in that alters your consciousness at this point in time, because you're likely to need a lot less of it to go a little bit further. So, for those of us who are sober, this is something that we can just turn directly into spirituality. But I also encourage those who do imbibe to cut back on that and maybe look at ways of being more creative or more inspired during this time. So that's going to be, just on Monday, but in general, with all of this Neptune energy around, it just also went direct, if you remember from last week, so there's just a lot going on. Tuesday, we have the moon in Pisces going void, of course, between 7:09 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. Now, as you know, the moon void, of course, means that things are not going to go as we planned them. So you want to avoid having any kind of big decisions being made, including purchases and such. So not a great day for shopping. Also, Mercury will be in a conjunction with Saturn at 1:59 a.m. on Tuesday on the East Coast. And this means that we're going to be feeling a little bit blah, a little bit pessimistic, seeing the glass as being half empty. So that's basically Tuesday. Not a big day, not a horrible downer, but not like a real exciting day either. On Wednesday, things will shift because at 11:30 a.m., the moon, as we said on Tuesday, will go into Aries, and that brings up excitement. And Wednesday is probably the best day for business for the whole week. You have the moon in Aries making a trine to the sun and a square to Pluto, so a lot of power, a lot of energy. Thursday, moon goes void, of course, in Aries at 1:37 p.m. until 3:38 p.m., so be careful there. And we'll have an opposition to Mars and a conjunction to Uranus. This is a preface to what's happening on Friday when Mars and Uranus actually are in a tug of war. So Mars is like, assertive energy, and Uranus is electrical energy and just like zapping. So just be very careful around this time. In particular, if you have things right there at the end of Aries and Libra, because those are the two signs that are kind of pushing at each other or pulling at each other. On Friday, as mentioned, we have Venus going into Sagittarius, and again, Mars opposite Uranus, so that's your be careful day. But the moon is in Taurus, so I'm encouraged to know that things will maybe be, put down just a little bit less intense. Saturday, the moon is going to go void, of course, on Friday night at 8:53 p.m. So watch your Friday night plan there. And then on Saturday, all day until 4:21 p.m. on the East Coast, we're going to have the moon void, of course. And then at 9:22 p.m., in addition to all of the unnerving kind of excitement in anticipating Sunday's new full moon, we will have Jupiter in a trine with Neptune. And this, again, is like my hopes, my dreams. And the full moon in Gemini is about sending out your message, sending it out to the world. It is interesting that it happens on the same day that Mercury goes retrograde, because that's going to happen at 2:34 a.m. And then we're going to have the full moon at 10:47 a.m. So I would encourage you to do your full moon work a little bit earlier than actually on the full moon, because that's kind of going to foul things up a bit. Now, this coming week, I will be at Journeys of Life in Pittsburgh from 1 to 5 p.m. I am available to you all the time at empowermentcoachjudy.com and readthestars.com. Just will take you to the new website. The new website will be coming out fully early this week. And I want you to know I'm also available for holiday gifts. You want to give somebody even a yoga lesson or a reading of some kind, a coaching session, however it is that I can help you and the people that you love to live your life to the fullest. I'm here for you, okay? And you can always contact me, as usual, at Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com.